Hi Nana. Today in this video we will learn about the concept of gas equation. What is gas equation? Gas equation is nothing but a mathematical equation which helps in calculating the change in volume. So helps so this equation helps in calculating the change in volume when there is a change in initial pressure and temperature. Suppose if there is a change in temperature as well as in pressure, okay, both there is change in both temperature as well as pressure. So there is actually there is some initial pressure and some initial temperature. So when there is a change in initial temperature and initial pressure, then there will be change in the volume also. So in order to calculate what is the change in the volume, so we need a mathematical equation, and that mathematical equation is called as gas equation. That means when there is a change in initial pressure and temperature simultaneously. Simultaneously means both, one by one, at the same time. So that means pressure and temperature both are changed at the same time. Then how the volume changes? So that can be calculated with the help of an equation known as gas equation. So generally we have learnt about Boyle's law and Charles' law. See, Boyle's law, according to Boyle's law, so at constant temperature, when there is a change in pressure, there will be change in volume. Okay, that means by keeping temperature constant, so here when there is a change in pressure, then there is a change in volume. And according to Charles' law, at constant pressure this time, so at constant pressure, when there is a change in temperature, there will be change in volume. Okay, see, actually by combining these two laws, so this is derived, the gas equation is derived. So it is derived by combining Boyle's law and Charles' law. Hence it is also called as combined gas equation. Simply we may call it as gas equation or else combined gas equation. So Boyle's law says that volume of the gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature, and Charles' law says that volume is directly proportional to the absolute temperature at constant pressure. Okay, so by combining 1 and 2, that means this one and this one, so we will get what? Volume is directly proportional to temperature and volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So volume is directly proportional to temperature and volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So upon combining these two equations or these two laws, so you will get the relationship like this. So it can be made into like this, equating. So proportionality symbol, directly proportional symbol, it is made into equal symbol, and some constant k is introduced, and this k is called as proportionality constant. Then V, volume, will be equal to, so that constant into T by P. So upon rearranging, so bring this P this side, therefore PV is equal to KT, or else bring this T this side, then finally you will get PV by T is equal to K. So that means PV by T is equal to constant. Okay, like this. Suppose that, I mean, this is a basic equation. This is a basic equation. Suppose if a gas whose volume is V1, okay, at pressure P1 and temperature T1. So that means a gas is present, okay, a gas is present at pressure P1 and temperature T1. and its volume is V1. Okay, and that gas is allowed to change its volume. So initially the gas volume was V1, and it is when it is allowed to change its volume to V2, now the new volume is V2. So how does this volume is changed? Generally volume will change when pressure changes or else temperature changes. So when both the pressure and temperature is changed, then also the volume will change. So its volume, the new volume is V2 when both pressure and temperature are changed to P2 and V2. Okay, so in that case, that means if you change both temperature, temperature, sorry, if you change both the temperature and pressure, okay, pressure of the gas, then compulsorily the volume of the gas will change. Then the value P1 V1 by T1, that means the initial conditions of that gas. What are the initial conditions of that gas? Pressure is P1, temperature is T1, and volume is V1. So the product of pressure into volume by temperature, so P1 V1 by T1 is constant. Even after changing the pressure and temperature also, the product of P2 V2 by T2 will also remain constant. Okay, so when pressure and volume are changed, when pressure and temperature are changed, okay, then volume will also change. So how does this volume is changed? So the volume is changed by following this law. Okay, according to this one. That means, so P1 V1 by T1 is equal to constant, and even P2 V2 by T2 is also constant. So in such a way, in such a way that in order to get constant, so what happened? The V2 will be changed. Okay, now the combined equation can be written like this. Now the combined equation can be written like this. What is that? P1 V1 by T1 will be equal to P2 V2 by T2 always. For the same gas, for the same amount of gas, okay, for the same amount of gas, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, and this is called as combined gas equation, or else simply gas equation. Okay, so what is P1 V1 by T1? Initial pressure, initial volume, initial temperature, final pressure, final volume, and final temperature. So like this. So remember that temperature should be in Kelvin scale, in Kelvin values, not in centigrade values. Always this T is called as absolute temperature, or else it is also called as Kelvin temperature. So if degree centigrade is given, so in the question, if degree centigrade is given, we have to compulsorily convert into Kelvin temperature. Okay, so let us solve some problems based on this gas equation. Okay, right, we will do some numerical problems based on this gas equation. So first problem, problem 1, 1.57 decimeter cube. Decimeter cube means liters. So 1 decimeter cube is 1 liter. So if it is 1.57 decimeter cube, then it is equal to 1.57 liters. So if 1.57 decimeter cube of dihydrogen gas is at a pressure of is at a pressure of 750 millimeters of mercury. Okay, so volume is given and even pressure is also given. So the initial volume of the gas and initial pressure of the gas is also given. When the temperature is when the temperature is even temperature is also given. When the temperature is given as 37.5 degrees centigrade. See, remember that temperature is given in degrees centigrade. Okay. So that means hydrogen gas is present and its volume is this much and its pressure is this much and it is in the temperature of 37.5 degrees centigrade. Okay. Now the question is find the volume of gas at STP. So now we have to find the volume of the gas, new volume of the gas. Under which conditions? Under standard temperature and standard pressure conditions. STP means standard temperature and pressure. So that means standard temperature. STP means standard temperature. How much? 0 degrees centigrade, which is also equal to 273 Kelvin. And standard pressure. What is our standard pressure? 760 millimeters of mercury. See, because so initial the pressure is given in this unit, so we have to take the standard pressure also in this unit only. So that means under these conditions, when the temperature is this much and pressure is this much, okay, under these conditions, what is the volume, new volume V2? What are the initial conditions? So initially the temperature is T1, so how much? 37.5 degrees centigrade. So we have to convert into kelvins. So that means simply add 273 to the 37.5. So how much it will be? So here 73, 37 means here 210.5. How much it will be? Sorry, 310.5 Kelvin. 310.5 Kelvin. So this is the initial temperature. What is the initial pressure? Initial pressure of the gas is 750 millimeters. So this is solution. So in order to solve the volume of gas at STP, so we have to take the help of the given data. So according to the given data, so hydrogen gas is present at the temperature of this much. That means initial temperature, and its initial pressure is this much. So under these conditions of temperature and pressure, the volume is this much. So what is the volume? 1.57 decimeter cube. So now at the new temperature and pressures, so temperature is changed and even pressure is also changed. So that means at new temperature and pressure means here, so it is given as STP condition. So we have to always remember the STP conditions. What is standard temperature and what is standard pressure? So here, so no one will mention in the these values won't be mentioned in the question. Okay, so simply we have to remember what is standard temperature and what is standard pressure. So under this temperature and pressure, under this change in temperature and pressure, so what will be the new volume? What will be the change in volume? So that means in order to find the change in volume, when the initial temperature and pressure are changed, so here initial temperature and pressure, so they are changed to some new values. So that means when there is a change in volume, okay, when there is a change in volume, when the initial temperature and initial pressure are changed, then in order to find the change in volume, so we require which equation? We require gas equation or else combined gas equation. So what is a combined gas equation? So to calculate the change in volume, so we take the help of combined gas. So combined gas equation is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So upon rearranging, because all these values are given except to V2. So bring this P2 here and T2 here. Therefore upon rearranging, we'll get V2 as a P1 V1 into T2 by T1 into P2. So what is P1? So therefore V2 is equal to how much? V2 is equal to P1. P1 is 750 millimeters of mercury into V1. V1 is 1.57 decimeter cube into T2. T2 means how much it is? What is this? Is T2. So standard temperature. So it is taken as T2, and it is the pressure is taken as P2. Okay. So T2 is 273. 273 divided by T1. What is T1? 310.5 into P2. What is P2? 760. 760. Okay. So this one cancels. So upon calculation, okay, you will get around 1.36 decimeter cube. That means under the STP condition, so the volume of this gas will become 1.36 decimeter. See here, both temperature is changed and even pressure is also changed. When both temperature and pressure are changed, compulsory there will be change in volume. Okay, so I mean compulsory change in volume means so depending upon the values, so you will get the change in volume as 1.36 decimeter cube by following the combined gas equation. Okay, so that means we have to in this question we have to find the volume of the gas at STP. That means at some changed temperature and some changed pressure. So there is a change in pressure and there is a change in temperature also. Temperature is changed from 310 to 273 and pressure is changed from 750 to 760. So under the change in initial temperature and initial pressure, so we have to find what is the change in the volume. So what is the final volume or else what is the new volume. So find the volume of gas at these conditions. So in order to solve such thing, we will take the help of combined gas equation, and upon substituting all the values, finally we will get the volume of the gas under STP conditions as 1.36 decimeter cube. Right? We will solve another problem also. Okay, so we will see another problem. So upon solving these problems, we will get some idea. So we will construct some idea about this concept, so that it will be very useful for us in solving the or else in understanding the further information. Okay. So next second question. Second problem. What is the second problem? So sulfur dioxide occupies SO2. SO2 means sulfur dioxide gas. Okay. it occupies a volume of SO2 gas occupies a volume of 512 centimeter cube. Okay, at STP. Okay, that means at standard temperature and standard pressure. So SO2 gas, it is occupying how much volume? This much volume. Okay. Now find. Okay, find its volume. Find its volume. Find its volume at 20, when the temperature is 27 degrees centigrade and the pressure. Okay, and the pressure is 720 millimeters of mercury. So under these conditions, that means when the temperature is changed to 27 degrees centigrade and the pressure is changed to 720 millimeters of mercury. So changed means before that, what was the temperature? What was the temperature? So standard temperature. So what is standard temperature? In order to solve such questions, so first we have to see what are the initial conditions. What are the initial conditions of the sulfur dioxide gas? So initial volume was how much? 512. So at a standard temperature and standard pressure. So initial temperature is standard temperature. So what is the value of standard temperature? So it is 0 degrees centigrade or else 273. So it is fixed. Standard temperature is always fixed as 0 degrees centigrade or else, which is also equal to 273 Kelvin, and a standard pressure. So the initial conditions of sulfur dioxide gas is standard temperature and standard pressure. So that means standard pressure. So standard pressure, how much it is? It is we have to take the pressure in these units, because in the other part of the question the pressure is given in this unit. So standard pressure, so it will be 760, remember 760 millimeters of mercury. So these are the initial conditions of the sulfur dioxide gas. Under these initial conditions, under these STP conditions, the volume of SO2 is 512. Now the temperature is changed to 27 degrees centigrade. So that means T2, the change in temperature. So how much? 27 degrees centigrade. 27 degrees centigrade means how much? So 273 we have to add to that 27. So it will be equal to how much? 300 Kelvin. So that means the temperature is changed to 300 Kelvin. From 273 Kelvin to 300 Kelvin. So the initial temperature is changed and the initial pressure is changed from 760 millimeters to how much? 720 millimeters of mercury. So this will become the final pressure and this will be the initial pressure. So this will be the final temperature and this will be the initial temperature. And initial volume, if it is this much, then what will be the final volume? What will be the final volume of the gas? So again, so here we have to find the change in volume. Okay, when the initial temperature and initial pressures are changed to some other values. So what volume? What will be the new volume, or else what will be the change in volume? So now, in order to know the volume under these conditions, okay, when volume is given under these conditions, and you need to find the volume, what will be the volume under the changed conditions. So now here two sets of conditions are given. So in order to solve such questions, again we require combined gas equation. So what is that? P1 V1 by T1, always, because the initial conditions. So here the product of pressure and volume and it is when it is divided by temperature. So you will get some value, some constant value. Okay, the same constant value you will get even the change in pressure and change in volume divided by temperature. The same value we should get, because for the same gas, for the same amount of gas, so when the conditions are changed, when the temperature and pressure conditions are changed, then volume will also change. So the volume is changed in such a way that it will fulfill this equation. So that means the initial conditions of pressure, volume and temperature, okay, will be equal to the final conditions of pressure, volume and temperature. Even this is also equal. Hence P1 V1 by T1 will be equal to what? P2 V2 by T2. Okay, because here this is also K. Okay, right. Now here we need V2. So again same same conversion, or else the same interconversions. So upon rearranging, we will get V2 is equal to P1 V1 P2 by T1 P2. So what is P1? P1 means 760 into V1. What is V1? 512. 512 into what is T2? T2 is 300 divided by T1. What is T1? 273 to P2. What is P2? 720. So upon solving, so we will get the V2, the value of V2 as 593.89 centimeter cube. This volume. So now the volume will be how much? This much. This many centimeter cube. When the temperature is changed to 27 degrees centigrade and pressure is changed to 720 millimeters of mercury. Okay, from the standard temperature and standard pressure values, if the temperature and pressure values are changed to these values, then there will be change in volume, and the new volume, the changed volume will be this much amount. So like this, the change in the volume of sulfur dioxide gas at this temperature and this pressure can be calculated. Okay. Now we will see one more problem based on the same concept. Based on the gas equation, we will learn one more problem. So we will see the third question. What is the third question? A gas occupies a volume of gas occupies a volume of 100 centimeter cube. 100 centimeter cube at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, at 0 degree centigrade. That means standard temperature. Okay, and 760 millimeters of mercury. So that means this is standard pressure. So that means at standard temperature and standard pressure, a gas is occupying a volume of 100 centimeter cube. Okay, if the Kelvin temperature of the gas is increased, if the Kelvin temperature of the gas is increased, the Kelvin temperature of the gas is increased by 1/5 by the Kelvin temperature of the gas is increased by 1/5 and its pressure and its pressure is increased is and its pressure is increased one half one half. Okay, if the temperature of the gas is increased 1/5 and its pressure is increased one half, okay, one half times so calculate the final volume of the gas. Calculate the final volume of the gas. Okay, what is the final volume of the gas? So how to solve such question? See, so what is the given data? First we will see. So initial volume and initial temperature and initial pressures are given. So what is the initial volume? V1, how much it is? 100 centimeter cube is the initial volume. What is the initial temperature? Initial temperature is equal to 0 degrees centigrade or else 273 Kelvin. Okay, what is the initial pressure? Initial pressure is 760 millimeters of mercury. So these are the initial temperatures, initial volumes and initial pressures. And here we need to find the final volume. What is the final volume? Final volume, that means V2. So we have to find the final volume. Final volume is how much? Okay, when the temperature is 1/5 of its when the Kelvin temperature of the gas is increased by 1/5. That means initially the T2 value is how much it is increased. So it is increased by 1/5. That means or 273 plus 1/5 of 273. So that means this much value is increased. That means the temperature is increased how much? 1/5. So there is an increase. This much is increased. So by 1/5. This much means 1/5 of its initial temperature of its Kelvin temperature. So the Kelvin temperature is increased. When the Kelvin temperature is increased, that means initially it was 273 and some value is increased. There is an increase. So how much? 1/5 of its Kelvin temperature. So that means it will be how much? 273 plus 273 plus 273 by 5. So upon LCM finally you will get what? You will get 6 into 273 by 5. You will get, okay, because here plus, so upon LCM 5 into 273 plus again 17. So here 273. So 6 into, it will be 6 into 273 by 5. 6 into 273 divided by 5. And even pressure is also increased 1/2 times. So that means the pressure is increased. So here the initial pressure was 760 and there is increase in of 1/2 times of its initial pressure. So how much it will be? It will be equal to 3 into 760 by 2. So under this temperature and pressure, what will be the final volume? So again same combined gas equation, P1 V1 by T1 will be equal to P2 V2 by T2. Therefore V2 will be equal to what? P1 V1 T2 by T1 P2. So what is P1? What is P1? 760 into what is V1? 100. What is T2 here? 6 into 273, okay, divided by 5, okay, divided by what is T1? What is T1? 273 into what is P2? So 3 into 760 divided by 2. So that means, so that 2 will I will take here. So this will be V2. Okay. So upon solving all these, 760 into, so 100 into, so this much. So finally you will get EIT, the value of EIT centimeter cube. That means when the temperature is increased by 1/5, when the Kelvin temperature is increased by 1/5, so if it is increased by 1/5, then you will get the temperature, the new temperature as this much. And if the pressure is increased by 1/2, so that means the pressure is increased. So this is initial pressure and this is increased pressure. So finally what will be the final pressure? So final pressure will be this much. So by taking the final temperature and final pressure into this equation, we can find the final volume by using the initial volumes, initial temperature and initial pressures. Upon substituting all these values into the equation, finally we got 80 centimeter cube. So what will be the final volume of the gas? 80 centimeter cube. So like this we can calculate the volume of the change in volume of the gas when initial temperatures and initial pressures are changed to some other values. Okay, so this is about a gas equation. Okay, right now.